Is that too much?
What's up, fruity bitches? We're playing Am I the Asshole? Here we have...
Willow.
Of course, your furry bae, Luca Ray Joy, and...
Shaniqua, bitches.
And Madmartigan.
Some of us are little bitches about it, okay?
Get the fuck over yourself.
He strikes me as a privileged little and I am completely over his vibe.
He can be as validated as he wants, but his feelings are wrong.
You guys realize we are talking to a child like this? Am I the asshole for getting...
cut that whole story.
No, I think it'll be funnier if I bleep every other word. Oh no, this is going to be a really good episode.
Warning, adult language. If you hear a beep, yeah, they actually cuss that many times.
Am I the asshole for getting upset with my 18M boyfriend, 17M, calling out for work? Okay,
so M stand for?
For male.
He is 18. His boyfriend is 17. So it's a gay couple.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Is he the 18-year-old and his boyfriend's the 17-year-old?
Yes.
The 17-year-old's the one that's not going to work?
Yes.
Okay.
So a minor?
Yes.
I need you to reread this entire title.
Okay. Am I the asshole for getting upset with my boyfriend for calling off of work? The boyfriend being, I believe, 17 and him being 18.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
The details.
So basically, my boyfriend's 17 and I'm 18. I am very, very poor, and he lives with his family, and the only bill he pays is his phone bill. I can't afford food sometimes. It's bad. I have to work constantly in this shitty food service job, and my boyfriend just in the last month got his first job and makes significantly more than me, and they give him more hours, and I'm begging for more hours, and they refuse. He liked it at first, but now recently he's begun to hate it and put his 2 weeks in. He's also been calling off nonstop. Yesterday, he said he didn't want to go and would call out. This was like 3 hours before his shift.
And put his 2 weeks in. What you mad about?
And I said that to be unfair to the other workers like myself, who don't have the privilege to just call off when they don't feel like going. He said he owes them nothing, and I said that's totally correct, but it isn't about owing them something. It's going to be they're going to be understaffed, and he knows that I have to deal with the daily on the high school teenagers calling out a couple hours before their shift, and my job being unable to find coverage, and in turn making the jobs 10 times more stressful and overstimulating because I have autism. I said it would be unfair to call out so soon when they likely won't be able to find anyone to come in at the drop of a hat. So I also said that he should have not signed up for full-time. He told me he wanted full-time previously if he wasn't going to be able to do that. He could have asked them for part-time and gotten it, and he would have been fine with that, but he didn't. He stood his ground and said that he didn't need to go in because his managers suck, and I said that the poor employees don't deserve to have even more difficult time with their job because some teenager decided not to show up. And he said that I'm being awful and told me not to talk to him. I didn't reply since he said not to talk to him. It's now been over a day and he hasn't texted. He was supposed to come over in the weekend, and I'm going to be gone for a week soon because of my birthday, and we can't see each other for a while. I thought he'd be understanding considering he knows how hard work is for me in general, but people calling out with little warning makes it so much harder. I get that work is hard, and I don't want to go in half the time, but I don't have the privilege to just call off when I feel like it because I will be homeless again if I do that. He owes his job absolutely nothing, and I'm all for quitting, even if it's just 1 day notice if they're shitty, but who knows if some coworker working that shift is going through hell, but had to come in and be able to afford basic living, and now their night is going to be even more hellish because their boyfriend decided a full-time job, it wasn't worth his time. It's less to me about the managers, since I know firsthand managers fucking suck, and more about the innocent coworkers who might need to make ends meet. Since it's my situation, I thought he'd understand it. Am I the asshole?
I have a hot take on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an asshole. First of all, you're not his dad. You're not his boss. Like, I don't know why you're so concerned about him calling off work. That's a little irrational. And it sounds like they're not exactly paying each other's bills.
No.
So, like, literally, why the fuck do you care? Well, hang on, I'm not done. Everybody
sorry.
Bring it back. Okay.
It's still my time.
Second, it sounds an awful lot like this guy cares more about his coworkers than he does his boyfriend's mental health, which is pretty fucked up in my opinion. So yeah, you're an asshole.
Do you yield the floor?
I yield the floor. Take it away, honey.
They don't work at the same place.
No.
Then it sounds like this person is just dumping all of their problems with their work on their boyfriend to where
#controlling.
Yeah, to where like I'm sorry that you work at a job that you don't like and that you actually like your coworkers to where you feel bad if you would call off on them. Your boyfriend doesn't. Why are you getting mad at him for your own problems that you're projecting onto him? Like I don't understand that.
2 weeks. Like, what is that? It's just 2 weeks.
Honestly, the places that I've worked where people put in their 2 weeks, we'd be lucky to get them in there for 2 days.
And I just want to add something to this really quick. When I put in my 2 weeks at one of my old workplaces, I knew that workplace, like, Burger Queen.
It's Fry Queen.
They very much relied on me to get through a day. So I called off a few times in my 2 weeks just to help them prepare for what it's gonna be like when I'm not there.
Because they have not hired a replacement yet.
Exactly. So, like, Queen, go off, okay? You put in your 2 weeks. Call off every day. I don't even care.
I agree with you guys, but I would like to say, as somebody who has been one of these horrible managers at one of these, like, places, it does suck really bad when somebody just doesn't show up. Like, that sucks. But also, yeah, like, why does he care?
Right. Like,
a lot of caring.
It seems like
you're his dad, he's not his dad.
It seems like there's two things going on. Like, he's jealous. Just apply it the place that they need a replacement. Also, it seemed kind of a little bit like an excuse to trauma dump on the internet.
Okay, I want to give my take.
Oh my gosh, they wanted to feel included. Guys, am I the asshole? I went off on my boyfriend and I'm going away for a week and he won't message me back.
Okay, so I'd like to give my take. Going off is very a strange choice. I will personally say I have a very hard work ethic, very professionalism. I give my 2 weeks, I work my ass off until I'm told to leave, which I was told at a job, you need to leave, and then I did.
Respect that.
But I give it my all, even until like the very last moment, you know? So I understand why that would frustrate you. I understand even why that would give me personally the ick. Or it would make me go, okay, I don't understand your circumstance, I don't understand your job, but I'm going to be looking to see if work ethic is a problem for the rest of our relationship, or at least, you know, until you prove that, oh, you're a hard worker. Because for me, I find it very attractive that when a person's a hard worker. Isn't that right, Willow? The only person who might work harder than me. But that being said, I would kind of raise an eyebrow and be like, hey, are they a hard worker? But I would assume the best. I assume the best of everybody as best I can. But my partner, I would assume that, yeah, his job is hell. He says it's hell. I'm going to assume it's hell. You know, you can look in the future and be like, oh, he's just a wimp about work. Maybe that's the case. But until that's proven to you, you're not watching what's happening at his job. He told them they're quitting. Why? Okay. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at.
I just want to bounce off of that for a second. So, yes, I do agree that, like, this, especially if it's like early on in the relationship, this could be something that, like, okay, you should pay attention to it in the future, because if this relationship works out, I'm assuming that eventually one day you guys are going to be paying bills together, right, and you are going to be relying on each other financially.
You don't want someone who's just going to randomly quit. Right.
So, like, it is something to pay attention to in a relationship area, but, like, it is not something to lecture your significant other about, especially when it has nothing to do with you.
There's also, I'm getting the vibe of there's a huge maturity gap here.
Yeah.
There is, this 17-year-old is still a high school kid. Now, this 18-year-old who's being like, yeah, it sucks when high school kids call off. Like, you're 18. You could still technically be in high school.
Also, referring to your boyfriend, okay, you're an adult who's in a relationship with a basically adult. It shows a problem with your relationship when you're referring to him as like a high school kid. If you internally are dating a high school kid, that already shows you think there's a problem there. Like, you need to leave.
Like, there's no room for any more P. Diddy shit on the internet, all right?
And taking into account the ages, because it said 18 and 17, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, taking into account the ages, 18 and 17, you don't have a degree. You haven't gone to like any of those, I can't remember what they're called, trade schools. You haven't gone to any trade schools at that point. Like, you have no idea where the 17-year-old is working, but I'm gonna guess that it's somewhere like McDonald's where it's really not that big of a deal if you call off. Like, you're overreacting a little bit.
Well, to Willow's point, apply where your boyfriend's leaving. They're looking for somebody.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like he's working at freaking Procter and Gamble. Come on.
Okay, so around the table, I'm gonna say he is the asshole. I understand why you might get the ick, but girl, that's not how you handle that shit. That's weird.
Chill, daddy.
Willow, your take is?
Yeah, same.
Okay. Final take?
They're the asshole. They need to take a chill pill or go have sex or something.
Look, like anything, please.
I'm on the same page as Luca Ray. I think it's a good thing to like pay attention to in the future, but yeah, no, you're being an asshole.
Okay.
Snitches. We just wanna hang with our fruity bitches.